All right, Magic fans, here we are. So we're gonna open another case of play boosters. So, and we'll talk about why these videos almost didn't happen. Yeah, but before we get into that, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The comments down below will feed the algorithm and help get a little bit of news and information. I'm gonna... Oh, wow. I got stuff just flying off the table over here. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. What the hell we got going on here? So, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put this over here. We're going to start tracking the good rares because this is a $20 hit already. Because I think we need to start tracking these boxes differently. Let me tell you why. So the mythics are only okay at best. There are special guests and other things that will get you some good stuff going. But as we've seen in the previous videos, after we do the math, the real price and things that we really want are the rares. One of those being the land cycle is really popular right now. So we're going to see if we can hit all the lands in a box or how close we can get, because the land cycle is money, just like a couple of the good rares are money. So it's going to be very interesting to track it that way and see how it plays out. Now, we'll still track mythics and all that other stuff too, because I think that's important. But it's just going to be interesting to me to see, of these, which ones really come through in the end for box value. And I think it's going to be, from what we've seen in the videos, it's relatively obvious. But let's do it as we open the boxes. Treacherous Terrain ain't worth nothing. List cards trash. As we open the boxes and move forward. So, now that I've explained that to you, since we already hit something, a great rare early. Leader's Call. Look at that. No land cycle. Let's go back to the comment, like, subscribe section. The links are in the description for the eBay store and all that stuff. That's where this stuff always goes on sale. Nah, it's not very good. 3 rares though. So links are in the description. Patreon, the stores where these cards are going to be for sale from all my videos. Don't forget, we're on Rumble, all that good jazz. Feel free to check us out over there. Give us a follow or a like. But most of all, membership. It now has some perks here on YouTube. I finally was able to unlock that, so you can give a little bit of money here on the membership side. And we can get a little something done. Give me a little bit of the land. Get me a little bit of love. Also, if you don't want to do any of that, you want a free roll, I'm okay with that. Just please subscribe and like on the videos. Make sure you watch. It's really why I do it. Among other things, which we've talked about previously, and I won't get into too much now. So, all right. So the thing to think about here as we go through this is the mythics are not the tell of the tape of this set, in my opinion. As you can see right here, we've only found 1 mythic, but we have found 2 lands. That's easily $2 to $5 a piece. I mean, 2 is really the low side. Like the Undercover Sewers is like $6. This is like 3. This is 3. Another Spell Snare, huh? Thanks. And then also we've hit a War Leader's Call, which is about $4, and a Leyline of the Guild Pack. Like any one of those cards in a booster pays for the booster, in my opinion. And some of those packs, you're getting multiples of those cards. There is Aurelia. See, there's another one. That one's a full art, worth a little extra cash because it's different. And as you can see, it looks bad if you were just weighing out the mythics like we always do. But if we weigh out the lands and the big hits on the rares, like $20 rares, the box doesn't look so bad anymore, does it? And I think that's where it may look like my math is wrong, you know, because as you've seen in the videos, you know, the mythics will come in at 30, 40 bucks, but yet the box will still be outrageously expensive. And a lot of that's because of the high dollar rares that are in this set. See, again, another mythic, only $1 at best. Not the best thing in the world, so could care less about hitting it. Another mythic, it's $1. Don't really care about that. So as you can see, the mythics really aren't bringing that endorphin hit that we're used to mythics bringing. However, the rares are actually getting me excited. I mean, we've got 4 of the lands. We've got 2 of the high dollar rares from the set, which is a great way to start. Symbol of the players, a foil rare, but not a good rare. So even with the mythics being very bad in this set, I'm feeling kind of comfortable with this box already of it being okay, just because like there's good rares getting pulled. And those good rares are going to make sure that there is box value. And that's why I really think that these play boosters have more value than people think they do. Now, there's a decent mythic. That's about $7 to $8. Well, what's really bad about that is that mythic is not as good as this one rare. And the odds of pulling more of that Leyline of the Guild Pack is obviously higher than pulling a second one of these mythics that is worth money. And that's kind of crazy to me in the grand scheme of things. Just gonna put that out there. So it's a very interesting dynamic this current set has in the play booster world and how it's functioning. So yeah, very, very weird. All right, so finally got a signature. That's actually not too bad. Signature cards don't come very often. Dusk Mantle of House of Shadow. Nobody probably cares about that. Wow, all those different hits in that pack, and that pack still had no value. Is that not something? That is just horrifyingly bad. But other packs without all those hits will have more value, which is just crazy to me. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Another sign card. Another land. And also, too, the lands are good money, and you're hitting a lot of them. Like, we've already hit 5 of the land cycle, and not one of them has been a reprint. Even though we hit one that's full art, it's still different than the other ones that we currently have, which is pretty cool. And there's another one that is not the same as the rest. So we've hit 6 lands. We're on our way to hitting I'd say the trifecta, but like we've almost hit the trifecta. We got the most expensive rare, almost all of the land cards. Like we hit a good myth. There's another land card. Now that's a repeat, but it's a repeat of one that you have in full art. So, I mean, like I said, just hitting the lands in general makes them good. So, like, I'm just not upset about the repeat on lands. It's just really dynamic how these play boosters are shaping up, in my opinion, and how good they are. As far as being like, hey, if I buy a box, what's my value? Currently, the box value is lower than what you pay for the box, which is kind of interesting to me. It's not something we see very often in a brand new set that crashes, that the set itself technically crashes below and becomes negative EV while it's new, because some cards are that good. So there's a third rare, but it's not worth anything. It's foiled rare. Also, well, we'll get to that later, but yeah, so as you can see, not the best box, but the big thing that's going to save this box is going to be those rare cards. And it's very interesting that I pulled them out, that now you can see it. Now, imagine if you would, before, you would see just those mythics and think about how bad this box is. Oh, that's a sweet one. Nice. You would think about how bad this box is and that would just be the end of it. When, in all honesty, I'm not sure this box is that bad because of all the lands and other stuff that's in it. So it's interesting. Very interesting indeed. React, blood. So, still not the best box as we're into the last pack, but it feels halfway decent that it could be a good box. Ugh, there's a crappy list. Because to kind of give you guys a brief rundown, that's the box. Mythics are awful, so at best we're probably looking at $10 in Mythics. But 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, at least 20 there. That's 37. This is probably easily $3. $40 in rares, just these rares, not counting the rest of them. Like, this is actually a pretty relatively even box, and it's kind of hard to say, or hard to believe even, when our Mythics suck so bad. Anyway, so until next time, be kind. Hope to see you across from the game table. Later, player.